Hello, guys. It's Blame Your Brother, David, Lee, John, and we had a great time recording episode 73. But it was so much fun, we missed some of the great news topics we wanted to get into this week. So what we're going to do in this bonus episode is we're going to touch on some of the news topics, run those down because we had some we definitely want to talk about. So this is like a bonus episode you guys are getting for free. So check that out. All right, so our first news story that we wanted to touch on this week is going to be Silicon Valley elites can't get enough of dangerous, untreated raw water. Okay. Now, I don't know if you've heard this story or not, but basically, a guy in Silicon Valley, which was one of the great meccas of the world, produced all this great technology. Somehow they're kind of regressing. I don't know why they're doing it, but there is a guy that is grabbing water out of the creeks, untreated, raw water, and selling it in stores for like $6 a gallon. And his thing is, it's a raw water movement. It's selling people on the idea of drinking water that contains things that don't contain chemicals that will kill you. Now, this is crazy to me. And they said, actually, if you read this article, I'm going to quote from the article. Water treatment is intended to remove harmful bacteria, such as E. coli, salmonella, and something else I can't pronounce. A common parasite that causes a diarrhea illness called giardiasis and can be contracted by drinking untreated water. You thought the chip was bad that we ate last week. This raw water will tear your butt up. Why are the hipsters and hippies buying into this movement? Go, somebody, please.
Okay, well, I've got a story where I drank raw water.
Oh, here we go.
And it was delicious. This is why, because it was delicious.
Where did you do
I was
this?
on the AT. And I was in Pennsylvania, and they had these things called Superfund sites where they went and they mined. Like, they mined so much that it poisoned the land and introduced, like, heavy metal. And it's like nothing grows, and it's like they, like, wall it off, and they're like, before this can be used, it has to be cleaned up. And that's why they call it a Superfund site, because it's going to take a bunch of money. So I was like left and started. It's like up on this mountain, a hike up there, and I realized I had not taken any water.
Right.
And they tell you before you go, don't drink the water.
They tell you before you go, don't drink the water.
So I was up there and I was like, well, I'm not going back. I'll be all right. So I get out there and there's no, like I said, nothing grows, right? So there's no trees, there's no shade. It's hot. The sun's bearing down. I got there and just like, I'm so thirsty. And there's this one spring at the top. And it's this crystal clear water bubbling out of the side of the
beckoning to you.
Yes.
It's beckoning. And I'm like, screw it, man.
Oh my God.
I just started drinking directly from the spring mouth.
And what happened?
Nothing.
Nothing. No diarrhea or anything.
It was the most delicious water.
How common were stool movements on the trail? Was it like daily or no way?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Where did you go?
Most of the time you dug a hole. There's also like outhouses. There's towns you can visit.
Can't be doing all that. Okay,
yeah,
so
I have some
ain't enough dude wipes in the world.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
have some stories I'm not going to tell you, but
so you think this is cool though? This guy's bottling up this water. He's grabbing it literally out of creeks and selling it under the guise that this is a raw water movement.
Well, I also knew some people on the AT that drink raw water and they got the giardia.
Oh, giardia, is that what it's called?
And it wasn't a good time.
Why?
It literally lays you out. And I also know someone that they worked at like a horse place, and the lady didn't do the septic tank right.
Oh no!
So the horses were basically pooping in the drinking water, and she was done for.
We as a society have moved on to the point where we treat our water. This is the whole point of living in a civilized society. Like, there's third world countries that would literally, you can't imagine what they would do for like treated water. You know, they know what's bad. And this guy here, he's a false prophet. He's a fake.
If you can get,
he's a fake. Listen, he's a phony.
If you can get raw water uncontaminated from the source, that is most.
We don't know he's doing that though. This is unregulated.
But obviously, not everyone drinking it is dying.
Let's be honest. This guy's not doing it for this movement.
No,
he's doing it for that paycheck.
For the money. Yes, he's doing it for the money.
I heard there was a container that size going for $60. $60 a gallon.
That's ridiculous. Yeah,
$60.
It's ridiculous.
And
it's stupid.
They couldn't. The reason it was $60 is they were selling it for $20, and they could not keep it on the shelf.
Yeah, that's what I heard. So this is a hipster movement gone bad. This is Trader Joe.
No.
It's all that crap.
This is Silicon Valley. What you're thinking about it all wrong.
Go ahead.
We live in Nashville.
Yeah.
We have East Nashville.
Yeah.
Why don't we just go set up a raw water stand?
I guess we should, but
straight from the company.
We would be held legally in a whole bunch of trouble once everyone. This guy's the rubber's gonna hit the road for this guy.
It can be John's raw water stand.
There's a natural spring at my job.
There you go.
Just kind of the water's rushing out of this stone wall.
Ah, there we go. That's it. So all right. Well, there we go.
We'll get Lee to taste test it, see if it tastes as good as this mountain water that he had. And
John's stormwater brew.
Is it Lee approved?
Which we don't even know if this actually happened. This could have been just a mirage he encountered while he was delusional on the trail. Who knows?
No, I ran into.
We don't know.
I ran into a ranger and I was like, "What's going to happen to him?" And he's like, "It's just heavy metal poisoning."
Oh, okay. That's
probably
it.
like you're not.
That's it.
You probably won't. You probably won't feel anything for several years, like 15 years.
No, he did not say that.
Yeah, he did.
What? In 15 years, you're screwed. You're blaming it on that stupid chip you ate last week. It's really the stupid raw water you're drinking.
I mean, I figured I was going to die anyway. So
oh
it's a hot
my
chip,
God!
You know?
Wow. Okay. Anyway, I just thought that was a couple of engineers at work were floored by this story. They couldn't believe it was a true story.
I mean, like
people are stupid. Think
about it like this: in the Middle East, they don't have a lot of water, right?
Yeah.
But here we poop in our water.
That's true.
So think about that.
But we treat it like human beings, civilized, scientific human beings.
We poop in the water. We poop in our water.
Well, it's
like you're asking me on the AT, did you go outside? Like, yes. And then you talk about like it's like the 3 shells from what's that, Demolition Man or whatever. You don't know what I'm talking about?
I mean, it's been a while since I've seen Demolition Man.
But the 3 shells.
They don't have toilet paper.
And everyone's like, how do you use the 3? Anyway, the point is,
Lee,
pooping in water could be like a foreign concept to people.
But we have a collection and a distribution system in this civilized country we live in, and they do not mix. The two do not mix. Okay,
they mix.
I work for I work for a municipal that deals with that. They do not mix.
It mixes at some point.
No.
Right.
It gets treated before.
Yes, it gets treated, but still.
All right.
Like
next story.
Bleach in it,
right? Next story. Yeah, bleach. Bleach is in your drinking water. I did not say that. Okay, Lee.
I thought you would like this story.
Well, my wife actually told me about this one. Weight Watchers soars as DJ Khaled endorses the Weight Watchers. It's a major key alert, baby.
You want the major key of the week? Get on Weight Watchers.
Now, I've known several people that are in Weight Watchers. It's a pretty good program. It's not one of these crazy diet programs where, like a lot of them, you got to buy this certain food and it costs this much money. Weight Watchers it's
a point system.
It's a point system. Chronicle what you're eating. Don't eat too much. Exercise. It's not bad. And people have a problem losing weight. I feel this is a pretty good venue for people to go to. I mean, the good thing about this, there haven't been many guys that have been involved with the Weight Watchers. There was another athlete that was involved with it a couple years ago.
Another one.
But I can't remember who it was. Will DJ Khaled spell ultimate long-term success for Weight Watchers, Lee?
Of course. I mean, as much as Oprah Winfrey did.
As much as Oprah Winfrey does.
She was big in Weight Watchers.
Oh, yeah.
She also owned like part of the company too, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
That always helps.
So it's a multi-billion company. So DJ Khaled, anything he touches seems to be better. I don't really know what he does to make any of these things better, but
need to get him on the show.
Oh, okay. Well, DJ Khaled
is on the show, John, in spirit every week.
No, on the show.
That happened. Well, we'll see. We'll watch DJ Khaled's success. I hope he does well. Hope he loses those extra pounds. Oh, he'll be out of it in a month, and we'll never hear from him again. He's taking that initial paycheck, and he's getting the heck out of town for sure.
I don't know if that's true, but we'll see.
The guy's popping Cristal in every video he does. He's like drinking whole bottles of Cristal. He's
already lost weight, though.
Of course he has. He probably put the freaking champagne down for a week or so. Get out of here.
He lost 20 pounds.
I did too. So sponsor us.
He's on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram touting to all his followers how he lost weight on the Weight Watchers program.
Come on, get out of here. It's nonsense. All right. News. Next story. Fake news. We already went over that one. Okay. That was more for the end of 2010, but I'll just go over this real quick. Apple releases its list of top 10 songs for the last year. Let's see how many of these songs we know as 3 guys pretty much in their 40s. All right, here we go. Top songs. Perfect by Ed, as we call him, Shireen. Ed Sheeran. Perfect. John, you familiar with that?
I've heard the song.
Lee.
He loves that song.
Lee, would you know it? Would you know it for $1 million? I wouldn't either. Number 2, Rockstar featuring 21 Savage, Post Malone. Do we know who Post Malone is?
Yeah, he's like a rapper.
Oh, he's a white guy. I don't know what he is.
He's like, you know how he's described to me?
How?
He tried to stage dive, and everyone moved out of the way, and he hit the floor.
He's kind of he's big on the YouTube though, man. The YouTube people love this guy. I don't know why. All right, number 3, Havana, featuring Young Thug. That was a good name when they grabbed it. With Camila Cabello. You know that?
No.
John?
No.
Okay. Number 4, Thunder by Imagine Dragons. I know that one.
I know that one.
Thunder. You feel the thunder. Something like that.
Heard the song.
Is that like that, John? Pretty much, yeah. Thunder. You feel the thunder. Here's our band at number 5, Meant to Be, featuring Florida Georgia Line with Bebe Rexha. Okay. Wouldn't know that song if I heard it. Number 6, Too Good at Goodbyes by Sam Smith. He's actually a talented dude.
Can't miss that song.
Number 7.
Oh, the Thunder remake.
Thunder, Young,
DJ
Dumb, and Broke.
Khaled.
No, that's not DJ Khaled. There's actually a female called Khaled. That's not DJ Khaled.
Can we just move on?
Imagine Dragons. We're almost done. Gucci Gang with that's the name of the song. Gucci Gang, Little Pump.
Have you seen the lyrics to Gucci Gang?
No,
before?
I have not.
It's pretty hilarious.
Okay,
it's literally them just saying Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang,
Gucci Gang,
and in the middle they say something about their boy Tyrone does cocaine.
There we go.
And then it's just Gucci.
Just keeping
Gucci
it real.
Gang,
Keeping it real for Tyrone. Young, Dumb, and Broke is Khaled. That's a female singer. It's not DJ Khaled. And number 10, Bartiar. I don't know what the
Cardi B.
Cardi B, whatever. All right. So we're so old. We haven't heard any of the top albums. Ed Sheeran's on there. Eminem's on there. Taylor Swift. Imagine Dragons. Pentatonics.
This
Sam Smith.
So
number
mad.
10. Number 10. Damn by Kendrick Lamar. I do have that album. I bought it when it came out.
Mad.
If you get that Damn album by Kendrick
fake.
Lamar. Okay. All right.
This is bad.
I just was saying we're old. We're out of touch, man. All right. What is this, Lee?
This is the
EastNashvilleNews.com.
So the gentrification of Nashville, they're putting up these homes, and because of the weather, pipes have burst, and it's flooding the entire building. What would you do? What would you do if you were spending $15,000 on a $1-bedroom, or sorry, $1,500 on a 1-bedroom, and it started flooding, and they were just like,
"Oh, I'd be irate."
But they said we can't do anything for you.
Oh, I'd move out. And we'll see you in court. I mean, that's part of the obligation of renting is they have to fix problems as they happen. If you not, you can break your lease.
Right, let me just show you one video.
All right, so here we go. East Nashville.
This is about it. Just them.
So
this is them. Just describe the video there.
Okay, so they're walking through a hallway and there's a good inch or two of water that they are literally mopping up. And here's some dude with a faux hawk haircut. So I don't know. Maybe these guys are getting what they deserve.
Did any of your pipes freeze?
No. Have you ever seen the movie? I know you have, but I'm just asking this for the audience. Have you ever seen the movie Tales from the Hood? Tales from the Hood. Okay.
What do you mean? I've never seen that movie.
I feel like this story's a little bit Tales from the Hoodish here.
In what way?
I believe the white man moved into their areas, and now hell is following them. It's following them down.
So you think it's gentrification karma?
Oh yes, for sure. It's like the David Duke skit on Tales from the Hood. If you've never seen Tales from the Hood, we endorse it. It's one of our greatest movies of all time. No,
but here's the thing. Everyone said that these high rises were cheaply built.
Of course.
Right.
So of course they are.
Did you really expect to see it this quickly, though? This thing is still under construction.
Brother.
It's not even finished.
2017, they didn't get the memo, was not the year for the white man, so they're paying for it. 2018 ain't looking any better. This is terrible. Get out of the hood.
The year of the shortcut.
All right, police. A Florida woman, big shocker here,
God, describe.
is arrested for hitting a bouncer with a 12-pack of PBR.
I knew PBR would come into the news today.
Gainesville, Florida. Police in Florida arrested a woman after she allegedly assaulted a bouncer with a 12-pack of Pabst Blue Ribbon.
She looks rough in her motion.
He deserved it. He was talking trash about our Gators.
According to The Alligator, the newspaper, 20.
Wait. I think most people missed that.
According to The Alligator, 27, she looks like she's 47. 27-year-old Casey Wally was taken into custody after authorities attempted to remove her from the 08 bar in Gainesville.
8 seconds.
8 second bar.
Ride,
Well, she definitely lasted all of 7 seconds. Police said Wiley hit the bouncer with a 12-pack after the bar was closing and refused to leave. She then shouted, profanities while being arrested. She was arrested on a charge of disorderly conduct and taken to jail. So there we go.
That's a pretty lame story.
That's Florida.
Pretty tame.
Pretty tame. Attacking officers with a PBR 12 pack of it.
It was a bouncer.
I've never heard of such. This is a weapon. You guys love Dungeons and Dragons. You're nerds. What kind of weapon points would you get?
+2.
That's all.
I would probably say it does non-lethal damage, so it's probably like a masterwork club or a masterwork. What do they call it? Masterwork. What do they call those things when you hit someone with it?
I don't know.
Blackjack. A masterwork blackjack.
I'd seriously just zone out anything you said past me talking. Okay, next story coming up is a bunch of movies. There we go. 13 of the best shows to get excited about in 2018. We're killing that. Okay, here we go. This is the story of the week, though. I was trying to get this woman on the show, legit. Woman accused.
I bet you really wanted to talk.
Woman accused of destroying $300,000 worth of art on first date. So we had, if you listen to episode 73, we had Rihanna on. She told her tale of a terrible first date. This may have surpassed it. This is out of Houston, Texas, I believe. Authorities say an intoxicated Dallas woman who was on a first date with a prominent Houston trial lawyer caused at least $300,000 in damage to his art collection, including 2 Andy Warhol paintings. Lindy Lou Lehman, that's her actual name, 29 years old, was arrested Saturday on criminal mischief charges.
Lindy Lou who?
Lindy Lou, yes. After her date with Anthony Busby. She was released on a $30,000 bond. Prosecutors say Busby, who's 49, 20 years older than Miss Lindy Lou here, said she got intoxicated, too intoxicated, so he called her an Uber. He's a gentleman and a scholar, obviously. He said she refused to leave.
Stand-up guy.
He is. Pride in the community. And she hid.
Also filthy rich.
Yes, prominent. Hid inside the home, and when he found her and called a second Uber, she got aggressive. She tore down several paintings and poured red wine on some while yelling obscenities. That seems to be a common theme. She allegedly threw 2 $20,000 sculptures across the room and shattered them. And the damaged Warhol paintings these are, real ones, were valued at $500,000 in court documents. He is also a donor, which I love this. This is the last sentence. He also donated $250,000 to the Trump campaign. Now, I don't know what that has to do with the story, but it's very bizarre.
They're showing how much money he has.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to donate something else.
Yes.
So there's a story behind this.
Is there?
Yes.
Something jumped off. She's not a bad looking girl. It's a mugshot. So you remember, you got to add about 4 points for a mugshot because those are not rarely ever, especially.
I'm just saying, how intoxicated do you have to be to hide in someone's house when they call you Uber? No, I'm not leaving.
Was this a Cosby situation? Was this a Weinstein situation? I don't know what's going on here, but it is kind of weird that you would damage 2 Andy Warhols, 2 sculptures, and then hide in the guy's house.
But she probably didn't know that they were that expensive.
Oh, she had to know they were semi-expensive. They're freaking Andy Warhol paintings.
She probably didn't know that they were Andy Warhol paintings.
I'm just saying, this seems, there's some context missing in this story.
I don't know the context.
I feel like Lindy Lou is kind of being set up.
Oh, yeah. Lee is always for the victim, man. He's we got you. We hear you, man.
Obviously, I think. Anyway, there's
obviously,
there's a part of the story missing.
The guy chose to go on. She got into his house some way, somehow.
That's true.
He chose this woman. So he's not off scot-free. He makes some bad decisions.
That's true. She does not have an attorney, so if the BYB legal team wants to represent her, step on up, guys.
Give us a call, Lindy.
Find her, Lindy Lumen. All right.
So this is the last story.
John, you're going to shed a tear over here. Go ahead.
This is happening Saturday.
Yeah. Lifeway's Draper Tower scheduled for implosion Saturday as Nashville's redevelopment continues.
So this is a skyscraper in Nashville.
Yeah. It's going to get.
Have you ever seen a building imploded?
I've never in person. It would be pretty cool, I guess.
Pretty cool.
So, John, will
you be there?
You going to pour one out for the Lifeway Christian building being torn down?
What do you pour out in this, like grape juice?
Grape juice, his body, his blood.
Are you going?
No, I don't think so.
You're not going to get the kids up early?
There will be some crackers there, all right. But what's that?
What Well played.
Thank you.
Anyway, I just thought it would be cool to see a.
Are you going to go?
I would be interested.
If you do, please film it for the show.
Well, I figured we could go now down there together. You know.
If you live in Nashville, what time is it?
We should picket it.
What time? Yeah, with a BYB sign. That'd be actually pretty funny.
Don't tear the building down. Don't tear the building down.
Where you guys from? We're from Blame Your Brother, the podcast out of Nashville, Tennessee.
Do something with like the wine and crackers or something.
What time is it? What time is it?
It's like 9 o'clock or something.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Man, I ain't only got time for that. 9 o'clock in the morning? Come on. How close will we be able to see this? I mean, is there any information about it?
9:30 a.m.
All right. Well, if anybody goes down there.
What day of the week is that?
Saturday. Ain't happening for John. Lee, please go.
You'll be getting off work?
Yeah, I got stuff to do.
Lunch break?
What? No.
Oh. I might go. We might film it. I might say if you go, I might go.
That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
I'll check into it. I'll let you know. All right. So that was some.
Tune in for the next bonus video if there is one. And
if there is one,
win or not.
It'd be me and Lee protesting at the Lifeway Christian Tower. So, okay. So those were some news stories we missed on the episode. Please go check out all of our past episodes at blameyourbrother.net. There you can download all the past episodes, all the bonus videos you can get on our YouTube channel. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this little news segment. We just ran out of room on the regular show, so this is just for you guys. Have a great week. Download all the episodes. Tell your friends. Talk to you later.